The English actor has graced our screens for years, appearing in a string of hit blockbuster films. Perhaps his best-known work is for the film franchise Pirates of the Caribbean as the antagonist Lord Cutler Beckett. He has also played a number of smaller roles in films like Pride and Prejudice, The Night Manager, Us, and Bohemian Rhapsody. Tonight, he appears on The Jonathan Ross Show alongside other celebrities, including Bradley Walsh and Andrew Garfield. He will promote his new film, The King's Man, which sees a one-man race against time to stop history's worst tyrants and criminal masterminds as they assemble to plot a war that could wipe out millions of people and destroy humanity. A decorated actor, Mr. Hollander has starred in a range of films, from comedies to thrillers, horrors to action flicks. In 2018, he played a bit-part role in the Netflix horror and sci-fi film, Bird Box. Appearing alongside Hollywood heavyweights like Sandra Bullock and John Malkovich, he went on to steal the show after a still image of him gouging a character's eyes out went viral and became a meme. Discussing that and the theme of Bird Box, he made a bizarre link between the film and the Brexit referendum. Speaking about Bird Box to Metro in 2019, the Oxford-raised, Cambridge University graduate admitted that he was intrigued by its premise, and claimed that it was a metaphor to reflect the scary times, which he said included Brexit. He said, "I thought there might be something in it, because this idea of fears, nameless fears, that make people want to end it all, but they don't have any shape, you don't know what they look like. That is a metaphor for, broadly speaking, for the times that we're living in, when you're either scared of the forces of the extreme right or the boiling seas or the end of the natural world or Brexit or social media driving you nuts as a teenager. There's so many things to be scared of that it felt like, reading the script, that this was a quite good metaphor for where we are, but that's no guarantee of it. That could have just meant it was an awful hokey, implausible horror story." He added, "It might be that both things are true. That it's both a bit bizarre and a bit strange and also something that, if you've not watched it, you're not part of the human race, apparently." While Mr. Hollander has otherwise kept relatively quiet about the Brexit vote, actors he has worked with have been more than outspoken. Steve Coogan, with whom he starred in the 2009 satire In the Loop, became a champion of the Remain vote in the celebrity world, and was later an advocate of a so-called People's Vote. During a Channel 4 interview in 2019, he took a bitter swipe at Brexiteers, branding them ignorant. Analysis: shortly before the Christmas general election, he was asked what his famous character Alan Partridge would make of the referendum. He said, "Alan Partridge is ill-informed and ignorant, therefore he is a conservative and a Brexiteer. The reason the Tories don't invest as much money in education is because they depend on a certain level of ignorance for their support." The show's guests quickly called Coogan out for his sweeping statement. Former special advisor to Theresa May, James Johnson, especially did not find the comment funny, and hit back at the celebrity. He said, "I don't want to cause a fight with Steve Coogan. This is exactly the attitude that means these long-term Labour voters, who are good people, are leaving the Labour Party and going to the Conservatives. People like Steve and people in the Twitter bubble and London bubble are calling them stupid." Kathy Newman added, "Celebrities patronising people and telling them to vote is a little bit stomach-churning, isn't it?" In an attempt to defend himself, Coogan replied, Well, I could say nothing, but the fact is if you make a difference or you can say anything that will help influence the election, I think you're honor-bound to do that. As we've seen, plenty of Tories are deserting the Tory party at the moment because it's a party they don't recognise. The Jonathan Ross Show airs tonight at 10:35 p.m. on ITV1.